Okay, in today's video we're going to talk about 6 basic redstone machines for every Minecraft survival farm. These are simple, these are easy, these are things that you should be doing or already have. I'm going to go through them real quick. And number 1, an automatic composting machine. It's super simple. Start with a chest, then a hopper, then a composter, then another hopper and another chest. Simply take anything organic. It can be cake, oak leaves, kelp, poppies. Just throw them in there. You can hear it working, and you're going to start getting bone meal. Okay? These are really good to put right next to an iron farm. So if you have an iron farm, you're going to get a lot of iron, but you're also going to get tons of these poppies. And you can just have those routed directly from your sorter into the composter and get all the bone meal you ever need. You won't even have to worry about it. It'll just fill up with bone meal. That's automatic farm number 1. Super simple, easy to make, and set it up at the beginning of the game. You'll have all the bone meal you need. You start getting kelp, leaves, anything organic, just like a real composter. Food items, leaves, you name it. That's item number 1. Number 2, an automatic furnace. A lot of people, most people know that when you have a furnace, if you put a hopper below the furnace, the chest will collect whatever the furnace has cooked. Most people also know that anything placed above the chest will automatically go into the input. But some people anyway don't know is that a hopper into the side of the chest feeds the fuel, and the furnace will just run automatically. Every time it needs more fuel, it'll pull it out of the side chest, and the furnace, it doesn't matter what items you have, and the reason it doesn't matter what order you put the items in is because they're pulled out as soon as they're cooked, which means, let me say for instance, I'm going to take these out of here, and I'm going to take that out, and I'm going to grab these. So you can go up here, put one of those, one of those, one of those, one of those, one of those. You'll see that it'll just switch. As soon as it gets done with the steak, it'll go straight into, or as soon as it gets done with the pork chops, it'll go straight into the steak. It won't matter because items don't stack here in the furnace. What happens is if you have, like, say, for instance, raw pork chops stacking right here, and then you start cooking steak, obviously the steak won't have anywhere to go, but by having the chest down below pulling the items straight back out, it doesn't matter. So, yes, you can actually make automatic furnaces. Surprised it's been around since the beginning. Some people don't know you can do that, but chests in the side, and here's another interesting thing. It doesn't have to be coal. Let me pull that out. Hang on a second. I got to pull it out right here. It doesn't have to be coal. It can be, and this is actually really useful for this purpose. Let's say, for instance, I go down here to weapons and I get a couple bows, okay? So let's say you're going out, oh, I know, even better than bows, because everybody knows about this. You get a million of these stupid crossbows. I have a mob farm, and I get tons of these crossbows, and you just don't need them. You can actually have them routed. That's right. And it'll get sent right in. Look at that. It's just going to use the crossbows. It's going to burn them because they're made of wood. It's going to use them to cook whatever drops in. Go up here, throw some more raw food in. Over here, throw these bows in. You can literally just put scrap things made of wood, and the furnace burns them because they're burnable. It doesn't have to be coal. You could actually set this up to burn all those scrap crossbows. So yep, there you go. An automatic furnace. You can burn any kind of wood, any kind of a fuel source, buckets of lava, wood, coal, and you can just put any food can come in here. It doesn't have to be the same stuff. It can just be whatever. And you could put a sorter, and it doesn't have to be a single chest. This hopper line could lead to a sorter, and then you could sort out all your cooked food. So you only need one furnace, and it just runs continuously. That's farm number 2, or redstone machine number 2. On to number 3. Now this is a trick with hoppers some people don't know about. So let's say you take a stack of items and you put it in a top chest, it'll go straight through the hopper into the bottom. However, if a redstone signal is applied to the hopper will actually turn off. Okay, and that redstone signal can be direct like that. You can just have a line running to it. Okay, it's going to stop right there at 27. It's not moving. Turn that. Oops, that's a chicken. Turn that back off. Okay, the hopper starts working again. This is really good for, say, emptying a silo. Let's say you have a giant automatic farm that's collecting chests, several chests. You know, a big silo full of chests. And you want to get some items, you want the items to be stored in that silo, but then you say, hey, I want these items to, you know, come over to my area where I'm working or cooking or doing some enchanting or whatever, or trading with the villagers. Then you can just say, all right, turn that on. Or actually, you leave it on. Excuse me, I said that backwards. You can just turn it off. So the signal stays on, and then when you need the items, just turn it off, and the items will come to you. Once you got as many as you need, flip the switch again, and the remaining items stay up in the silo. So, okay, so these are just basically, this is a gate that you can apply to any hopper that will stop the flow. So these are basically ways of turning off your conveyors. Okay, super simple. Some people don't know about it, but it's definitely a thing you can do. All right, on to item 4. Right here, this is an automatic, or at least semi-automatic, as automatic as you can make it, concrete plant. How it works is very simple. You have an observer. Out of the back an observer, redstone over to a piston, not a sticky piston, just a regular piston. Then place these stone blocks, these 4 blocks that don't have to be stone, just like that, in a bucket of water right here. How this works? Pretty straightforward. Place concrete powder. Okay, you just I'll just put a whole bunch right here to show you how quick this thing works. All right. Okay. Soon as you break this block, you'll stand right here with your pickaxe, and you'll just break these. Just like that. This works perfectly in survival because all concrete powders, doesn't matter what color, behave just like sand or gravel. And gravity works with them, so all you have to do is stand here every time you break the block, and it'll go into your inventory. Well, I'm in creative, so it's not, but you'll see how this works. You just stand here with your pickaxe. It helps to have haste. Let's say if you're near your beacon with haste on, you can just stand right here with your pickaxe, swing away, and you can do a couple stacks of sand in a matter of seconds. So you can get concrete super easy. This is a really easy machine to do. Okay. If you go too fast, the sand will break, so you have to go just slow enough that the sand will actually fall. It's about timing, but that's about how you do it. This is a super simple machine. It works really easily, and it's how you get concrete really fast. You just stand there and click a button. Okay, some people have seen this before and were curious. It's pretty straightforward how you can show indicators on your silo. It's pretty straightforward. If there's something in the chest, the comparator, when positioned this way, will turn the light on. So as these chests fill up, once this chest starts to fill up, you see it's on right now. Once that drains through into this chest, that light will turn back off. There you go. So these are really useful for silos to see how full your silo is. It's pretty straightforward, but it's just a nice convenient way to have indicators on your silos. Last but not least, an oldie but a goodie. For some reason, I am noticing people not installing these right away. The first thing you do when you start a survival Minecraft world is you should build one of these. And the reason is really simple. At some point, you're going to want to build an industrial chicken cooker, and you're going to need eggs. The reason you build it out of glass is because the chickens won't suffocate. You don't have to, though. You could probably use any block, but it's also nice to make sure you can see that your chickens are still alive. They'll start laying eggs. These chests will fill up. It's always good to have a couple of chests full of eggs, and the reason why is because you might want to build a chicken cooker at some point, and the easiest way to get chickens into your chicken cooker is to just bring in a couple chests of eggs and place the chickens in the chicken cooker that way. Okay? So it's an oldie but a goodie. It's something you still need in your farm. So these are the 6 things you can have in your farms that just kind of increase the quality of your life. All right, happy Minecrafting.